For contestant number 3, I believe you have a question already prepared, made beforehand. That's okay too. What is that question?
Yeah, well, for contestant number 3, I'm going to lay it out simple. Vacationing. That's a huge part of my life. I like to get my tan on, you know. I don't do, 333 crunches every day for nothing. So, vacation spot. What is the ideal place? If I'm going to take you somewhere, where do you want me to take you?
Ooh, that's a good question. Thank you, Taylor. I'm going to make my way around here to contestant number 3.
Vacation spot, eh? Well, you say you like sunbathing and suntanning, so I'm going to say something exotic like Fiji. I've never been there, and it's always some place that you'd love to or dream to go to. The waterfalls, their beaches, their forests, and their wildlife. Sounds good to me.
All right, that's great. And I think that's it for round 1. We're going to see how Taylor feels about those questions coming up next.
So Taylor, you asked contestant number 1 what her perfect date would be. What would your perfect date be?
You know, that's a toughie. I love doing lots of things. I mean, look at me, I'm a man of the world, you know. But I guess maybe piling in my 88 Corolla, swing by Hero Burger for a quick all-you-can-eat wing night, you know. I don't know, something like that would be pretty hot, I think.
That does sound pretty hot.
That does.
Well, let's take a look at how you did in the rest of the game.
Welcome back, everyone, to Blinded by Love. This is round 2. Taylor, what's going on in round 2 is all the girls are backstage listening to your question that's going to come up. They're all going to come out individually and have an answer for you. So, Taylor, what is your question?
Well, the question I'd like to ask the lovely ladies is, we go out for ice cream. You know, it's a common thing. Sometimes I like a little ice cream, and, you know, a little chocolate peanut butter, some Smarties, maybe some Rolo, a couple other things, get my proteins up. Sounds pretty good to me. So, we go out for ice cream. It falls off my hands all the way onto your blouse, and it completely covers your blouse. What do you do?
All right, very good question. Let's bring out contestant number 1. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Contestant number 1. Tough question. What's your answer?
I wouldn't think it was that big of a deal. I usually carry like an emergency shirt anyways. I'd probably just get an extra spoon and share your ice cream with you.
Oh, wow. Very nice of you. Very nice of you. All right, could you please go backstage right now? And we're going to bring out contestant number 2. Please come out and sit in the high chair. And contestant number 2, your answer, please.
Well, the same thing happened to me like 2 weeks ago, except for with coffee, and I haven't seen the guy since.
Oh, a tough call, tough call. All right, we'll take it. We'll put her in the books. Please go backstage. We're going to bring out contestant number 3 now for her answer.
Hi, Richard.
Hi, please call me Dick. Remember that. What's your answer, please? I'd love to hear it.
Well, to tell you the truth, I think I might have a home remedy. So if it does happen, all I need is some peroxide and vinegar, and I think I can get it out.
Okay, okay. That's it for round 2. Welcome back to the 3rd and final round of Blinded by Love. The moment you've been waiting for. Taylor is going to actually pick the girl he wants out of all the contestants. And then he's going to take off that blindfold. Taylor, what'd you think of contestant number 1, buddy?
Well, you know, contestant number 1, she seems like a bit of a sweetheart, you know. She's got great answers, you know. I liked how she'd handle the ice cream situation. And in fact, actually, she was talking about Pinot Noir, and my grandfather invented Pinot Noir, so she's got good taste.
That's what you had to say about contestant number 2.
Contestant number 2, you know, she seems like a decent dame, but, you know, I didn't like the way she really handled some of the answers. You know, she really kind of reminds me of my ex-girlfriend. You know, she's a little bit naughty, but a little too naughty. You know what I mean? Like, I like to chill out a bit, you know? That's how it is.
Like I'm naughty, but like to relax as well. I'm sure contestant number 3 is wondering what you have to say about her.
Oh, well, contestant number 3, she seems like a beautiful babe, you know. Pretty, like, home sense, you know, probably reads a lot of Canadian Living magazine, you know, pretty chilled out. you know, reminds me a little bit of my Auntie Gina. I don't know. That's a good thing, bad thing, whatever. I don't know how that is. But, you know, she seems like a nice girl, and, you know, we'll see.
Now the moment everyone in the world has been waiting for. Taylor's gonna make his decision, finally find love. Please, Taylor, tell us, we're dying to hear.
Well, all three girls sounded great, but I'm gonna go with contestant number 1.
Contestant number 1, please, Taylor, take off that blindfold. There she is, fella. Taylor, here's your lovely lady. Yes, finally. Now give her the rose. That's another successful love story here on Blinded by Love. Once again, I'm Richard O'Hanahan, and everyone, please have a great evening. Bye now.
Pretty steamy stuff. Looks promising. So I think the question on everybody's mind is, first of all, I'm going to ask you why you chose contestant number 1.
Well, I mean, contestant number 1, I mean, she's, you know, she kind of had that little neutral between the other two. You know, one was a little extreme, one was a little too mild, you know. She was kind of like my little picante, you know. She was nice. She was hot. She was hot. I liked it.
Well, I think everybody wants to know, how did everything end up going? With Valentine's Day in our midst, did you find love?
Well, I hope so. We went out on a date, like I was telling you earlier. I think she didn't like the fact that I listened to a lot of Def Leppard, but, you know, it happens, you know.
It's understandable,
trying to get jacked up, you know, before dinner time or whatever, get my pregame going. But, yeah, it was good. The weird thing is that Dick guy, he followed us out of the parking lot. I kind of had to flip him off in my Corolla. I drove him off a little bit into the shoulder, so figured that out. Yeah, so, but other than that, yeah, it's going good. I'm going to see you on Valentine's Day. We already figured it out, and yeah, good stuff.
Well, it's great to have you here. Thanks for joining us. And now, let's take a look at CanPro Corner.